coddling him and all this other stuff. And, so he always played that sympathy card, the same way you just got finished talking about people coddling him and not holding him accountable for all the things that have happened since then. So again, I just want to say thank you for doing that. I have been just trying not to say anything. And I only said something about Ronald Savage when he tried to discredit John Doe. And John Doe is the person who did file a lawsuit against Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation for child sex trafficking. So yes, Ronald Savage deserves the treatment that he's getting right now, but also just for us to keep in mind that the other survivors are also upset with him. He came out and said that everybody who came out against Africa Bambaataa were of age. Like, he tried to go after Hassan for the last year or however long it was, because the Zulu Nation probably thought Hassan was John Doe. And again, let me just say this, my own disclaimer is I'm giving my own educated opinion about these matters, and my opinion does not reflect Behind the Bar or his affiliates. I'm giving my own opinion. So I believe Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation thought Hassan was John Doe, and they sent Ronald Savage off like just a send-off kid to try to destroy Hassan's credibility. But Hassan's story about Africa Bambaataa has never changed. Then Ronald Savage thought he was going to go after the other survivors and John Doe, and that's when I came out of a bag on Ronald Savage. Now, another thing is that Ronald Savage is lawsuit crazy. Anybody who he thinks has $2, he tries to sue them. He has a history of suing people or trying to. Even his old supervisor at one of his jobs, Ronald Savage was having seizures on his job. He was doing security, and the boss said that you can't do this job, in essence. And Ronald Savage tried to sue him, saying that he was being taken advantage of because of his mental disabilities. Then he was trying to sue Africa Bambaataa. But during his whole, he actually wasn't trying to sue him. And once the law did change, he backed out of the lawsuit. Then he was on somebody else's platform lying, saying that because he was on medication, a judge isn't going to let him testify. That was all cap, all lies. He sues anybody he can. And that's another reason why he was going to try to go after Hassan Campbell, because now Hassan has $2 and Ronald Savage wants a piece of that. And if I were you, I would, at the end of your live tomorrow, I would go back and take that other guy's stuff out, because Ronald will strike your channel saying you're bullying him. See, he can't say that about Hassan now because we have too many audios of Ronald bullying Hassan. But anyway, he's just a very, very sneaky individual that took us all for a ride for the past 6 years. But it's all coming out now. And what he's realizing is some of us are previous school journalists and broadcasters and things like that. But you guys, this new media, they're not forgiving, and they don't hold those same rules, because we had to work for other organizations. You guys are holding your own platforms. And that's what Ronald Savage is finding out, is that people can see through him, and he's being exposed for the liar he is. And you're the only person in current day holding him accountable.
Well, I appreciate you for saying all of that, man. And I try to keep up with my, I try to have integrity on my show. This